Hi guys, so as you can see I have one eyebrow done already, this eye, and this one not so much. You can see how it's kind of sparse there. So it still looks really natural, still looks like my eyebrow. It just has more definition, it has more fullness, it's just a believable, perfect eyebrow. So the first thing that you need to do is start off with a groomed eyebrow. Whether you get your eyebrows waxed or you do it yourself, just make sure that the eyebrow hair is trimmed and you don't have any kind of like stray hairs down below or above. I do my eyebrows myself because I don't really trust many people to touch my brows. I get really scared because I'm very particular about them, and I know some estheticians like to get wax happy, like hairdressers get scissor happy with cutting your hair off. Same goes with eyebrows. So make sure they're groomed, you know, whichever way you do them, whichever way you're comfortable with. So before you start, you just want to take a spoolie and just comb them through. I like to do my eyebrows, you know, after the foundation, just so, you know, you can get off any kind of foundation or powder that may be on your brows. So I just go upward and then comb them over. So what I like to use is an eyebrow powder. Personally, I'm not a big fan of using a pencil. Some people really like working with a pencil and it works great for them. For me, I prefer a powder because I think it gives you a more natural, more believable eyebrow. So what I use is by Bare Minerals, and it's their brunette eyebrow powder, which looks like that, and an angled eyebrow brush, also by Bare Minerals. Now, you don't have to use a special brow powder. You can use an eyeshadow. I use Espresso by MAC a lot of times, you know, just kind of whatever is accessible like at the moment. But I really like this powder because it's a very ashy kind of brown. Now, if you're a brunette and you have dark eyebrows like I do, you want to pick a shade of brown that has a lot of kind of ashiness to it, that's a very cool brown. Reason being is because if you're not a natural redhead and you don't have red in your hair, if you pick a brown shade that's too warm, it's going to look funny. Because a lot of times, if you notice, it might look okay through the brow here, but at the very end where it's thinner, that's when you can really see red pop through in that brown, and it just looks funny because for most brunettes, a red toned brown is not going to work well on your eyebrow. So anything that looks kind of ashy, even though you might think, oh, it looks kind of like charcoaly, it's going to look better on your eyebrows for most people, unless you are a redhead and you have a lot of red in your hair. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead with the powder and my angled brush, and I just sort of dip it in there and tap it off. And the first thing that you want to do is start by the peak of the brow, because naturally this is where the hair is supposed to be darkest on your eyebrow. So I take my angled brush and I just start to work it in short strokes right at that peak. Now, the easiest way to really make your eyebrows look full, if you have thin eyebrows and you want to make them appear fuller, more defined, is by maximizing the length of the hair and defining the eye. So what I mean by that is, what I like to do is I'll take this angled brush and I'll start to push the hair upward. And kind of just feathering it in small strokes upward will help you get the color like in between the hairs in those sparse spots without looking like a straight line drawn across your eyebrow. So I just kind of take my time and I'll push the hair upward, and I'll start to move in a little bit and just continue to push that hair upward, and then I'll gently pull it over. So as you can see, I have that eyebrow hair pushed up. It looks a little unruly, but I'm literally just taking the edge of the brush, not even pressing the color onto the brow anymore, and just sort of smoothing this top hair down. And then I'll go underneath and I'll start to pull the hair downward and then drag it across. So it gives you the illusion of a thicker brow. Now, if you don't have much eyebrow hair, or if your brows are really, really thin, then I would suggest using a shade that's maybe 1 or 2 shades lighter than your natural brow, still in the cool toned family. You want to stay with a very, very cool brown. And then that way, you know, the color that's in between the hair will not be so dark. So you use that technique with a lighter color, just kind of pushing the hair up and then pushing the hair down here and just gently like pulling it over with a lighter color. And then you can take a darker color, more one that, you know, matches your brows like this one, and just fine tune in detail like in between the hair. So again, just using short strokes, and then I'll come to the peak here and just start to flick out to pull down the tail end of my brow. Okay, so the last thing I do is this inner portion of the brow, because you don't want that to be really, really dark and heavy. It is natural to have a little space in between the hairs towards this inward portion. So pretty much whatever's left over on the brush, I don't dip it in more product. I again just kind of push the hair upward and inward this way a little bit. And then I'll start to drag it over again. Just push those hairs back down into place. Okay, so now that the brow is filled in, the last thing that I do is I just grab my spoolie again and I just gently comb through to take away any harshness. Just kind of push up and then over again. And that's basically it. That's the finished look. Really, really natural, but sort of a believable kind of full, nice brow. Yeah, and also if you're having trouble with like some sparse spots that maybe your hair doesn't grow in, a good trick to use, I have this. It's actually a little sample that I got with a purchase, but it's a Trish McEvoy lash enhancer. It's a nighttime conditioner treatment, and it's, you know, the lash treatment that you would put along the lash line at night. But honestly, I haven't tried this on my eyes because I'm scared that for my eye color to change. Like the whole Latisse thing has that, you know, possibility. There's that chance that your eye color might change. I really like my eye color, don't want to change it. So not that this has the same chemical in it that can do that. I'm just really scared. But my whole point of bringing this up is this stuff is amazing to use on your eyebrows. You can use this and just kind of coat it on your eyebrows at nighttime. And you know, I've done it a few times in my sparse spots. I haven't noticed anything crazy yet, but I have only done it a few times. But I've talked to many, many people who swear by using this stuff for their eyebrows. But it is a bit of an investment. I think it is around $100 for like a full-size one. But if that's something that you're interested in, that you really, really want to maximize the growth of your eyebrow hair, maybe try something like this, because it's supposed to be really awesome for your brows. So I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know how that turns out with my eyebrows, if I notice anything, you know, growing, because I do have a little sparseness there. But yeah, that's my eyebrow tutorial. I hope it was helpful to you, and if you have any questions, let me know. And also, I really, really want to know what you guys want me to do. So please put in the comments below which celebrity look you want to see me do next, because I'm putting together a lot of ideas for tutorials, and I want to hear from you guys what you want me to do. So write it below. Whoever has the most, the highest request for look, or you get what I'm saying, then that will be the next look that I'll do for you guys. So alright, until then, I will see you guys later. Bye.